Hello, welcome back. I just thought I would do a quick video. I said, I think in my last Bankroll challenge update, I'm not going to play any more Zoom games. And I thought about it, and I've done some off-table study, and I thought, you know what? I'm not going to play many, but what I'm going to do is to play some kind of short bursts, an hour or two, or something like that, and try to improve rather than avoid them. Is to look at what I can do to improve. So here was the graph for last year. I think I already showed you this. We haven't, this is $5 Zoom. We haven't done so well. So 16, 17 buy-ins down. So yeah, that's not great. So what we got here, this is, we played a few games already. I mean, these are games I played yesterday, so this is the 9th of, I think this was recorded on the 9th of January, it's now the 10th. I'm trying to put this video together, but I think I played maybe a few games on the 8th. Not many, you can see there, 150 or something like that. Okay, and we went up and we went down a bit, so I think this one, let's see if we can improve. So let's just go through some of these hands, see how we get on. So I think with just one table here, I've got, at the moment, I've got the VPIPs on the players, but I think they go off a bit later. I think maybe the HUD crashed or something, the pokerstars crashed. Okay, so we're in the big blind with 7-8 here. I don't think anything to go on here with this hand, 7-8 off. Multi-way, I think we're just giving up on this one, I'd imagine. Actually, I don't remember some of these hands now. It's interesting to go back over them myself, and I find that it's good. It takes me a bit of time because I'm trying to edit the videos, and then I'm just going over them and looking at the hands and seeing myself where I can improve and what I did wrong. And I know I made a lot of mistakes here. So it's good for me to note these actually. So I've actually got my little book and a pen here, and I might actually be writing one or two hands down here and having a look, even closer look a later date to try and fix some of my mistakes here. So just see betting on my range here. That bottom pair. Pretty cool. We end up with the open ender there. So here, check. I'll usually go quite big here with the check on the turn. I'll put an overbet. I think that was a little trick. I was thinking of Mantis and Vladimir. You're listening? I know that you talked about mix it up a little bit and do a few different things. I think I've thought of your advice when I put that overbet in, so thank you for that. Anyone else got any more advice? That would be great. Give up! Don't play poker. Hello. Okay. So I'm not really quite sure why I checked the flop there. I should have been betting. No, I didn't play this one very well. And I end up, I think because I didn't play this well from the beginning, sort of thing, I ended up in a mess. there you go. I mean, we could have been beat anyway, but I think I need to get more consistency with my c-bet and check ranges on the flop. Not quite there yet. I mean, you can see I need to work on certainly need to work on my betting because I think it's a little bit chaotic. Yeah, I think I re-raise. Hopefully I do, yeah. Probably a bit too big. And we turn the straight. We get the call. So that's good. This is $5 Zoom, but I think it is. Let's have a look. Yeah, just need to remind myself. So we make a fairly okay start. I remember we doubled up fairly quickly, so that's great. What we wanted to see. I've been doing a lot of off-table work, and I have been doing work on my c-bets and checks and my betting strategies and my betting frequencies. And I think even since this video, which is a couple of days ago, probably I played this morning actually. I don't think I've recorded that. I'll need to check. And that was $5 normal tables, and I remember plus 4 or 5 buy-ins. We did have a disaster on the normal tables. First, second day of the new year, we lost about 10 buy-ins, I think. With 2 sessions. I mean, I had a lot of bad luck, but a lot of bad play as well. So, but this morning we came back a little bit. I think plus 4 or 5 buy-ins. So, but I've been putting 2 or 3 hours a day in of study. I clearly need to. I've just found that I've been making steady progress. Graph goes up, up, up. Okay, and then I fall off a cliff. I just and these are just really steep dives. And I do have, short periods of time where I just have a lot of shitty hands, but also a lot of tilt and a lot of bad play. So all those. It's just a toxic mixture of stuff that is not good for my game. I think I need to work that out. Is to work on all these things. Is what I'm here to do. Is to get and make some money by improving. Okay, so again here, I'm not really sure why I check the turn there when we get a 10. I get into trouble there with the I'm not really sure why I was. I mean, look, and this is what it's great for me. I mean, looking at some of these hands now, I'm thinking, why aren't I betting there? You know, so it's great for me to look at it and think, I need to, I need to make some adjustments here. Perhaps I'm just trying to play too fancy. Maybe, you know, maybe it is a check. Maybe it's something to look at. And this time I get myself into trouble as well. I think I should be calling this sometimes as well. Yeah, I mean the king really hits his range. It is a bit of a scary board with the straight there as well, I think. Trips and all sorts of stuff. I still think there's a call there sometimes. Yeah, good for us. I'm never going to fold there. I think I should have bet here on the turn on the river. I think I'm checking in spots where I should be betting a bit more. And I should be re-raising some spots a little bit more as well. And I need to work on developing a bit more of a bluffing range too, if I'm going to get better. Now here I think again I should be betting those that flop, and I end up. I mean, sometimes when I'm checking here, I'm ending up in trouble. You know, There would have been more value for me there by betting some of these flops, betting some of these turns. I need to just go over in my own time is go over some of these hands again and just really improve what I'm doing, because it's a bit of a mess. It's a bit it's just incoherent in my opinion, just looking at this now. Well, we're up a little bit. Well, that's okay. That's good news so far. Actually, I can't remember what happened at the end of this session, but so far so good. This is obviously not every hand, it's a highlight, so I think the total session here was about 2 hours, so we're probably about nearly an hour into this session. Like I say, with the Zoom, I've just planned to do an hour or two, probably 2 hours, and try to do this basically is to analyze what I'm doing to fix my leaks. I don't know why that Jack 6 one was there, but it made the cut. Mistake there, I think. I'm not very good at editing videos even. As well as playing poker. Bit of a loose call here with the King 7, but there was all that money in the pot. The V-pips have gone off now. I think, I don't think, when I've got my PokerStars running, the HUD on in the background, and the Streamlabs, I think there's a bit of a conflict between the software that doesn't see it doesn't seem to like the HUD, and I've been getting a couple of crashes on PokerStars, but I've seemed to notice that really mainly seems to happen when I've got Streamlabs on, and then I mean I've got enough CPU usage of my computer, but I just think there's a bit of a with those free softwares running, it doesn't like it. I mean, for example, I think when I run PokerStars and Streamlabs without the HUD, when I shut the HUD down, it's okay. I think GG Poker, I don't have the HUD on, and so it's okay with Streamlabs. So it's just something there. So anyway, I had a crash. I just edited out, and I just play without the HUD. And actually, you know what? I think I play better without the HUD. I was watching a video, a training video today. Some great videos that I've purchased, training videos. And there was one comment in there, people playing without a HUD. I can't remember the exact word, but it was almost saying, these are fish, sort of thing. It wasn't quite like that, but there are lots of people who do play without a HUD. I mean, Charlie Carroll plays without a HUD. Ginge Poker plays without a HUD. I certainly wouldn't call them fish. So, and I think I've lost a lot of money making decisions based on whether someone's got a 54 VPIP rather than the cards in front of me. And I think when I don't have that information, I don't know, I'd have to do some analysis of it maybe but I'm pretty sure I probably would be better without a HUD. I mean, I don't really use all the HUD stats anyway. I generally just use VPIP. I'm not into all the other stuff. I just get too confused. It's just too much for me. But even now, as I think has been damaging, I can understand it, particularly on Zoom. I can see it being helpful. I think it's just less helpful for me on the. I don't really look at the VPIPs too much on the slow tables. I color code the players and that's it. And Zoom, I don't have so many notes on the players. I mean, I don't really know these players. That's a disadvantage. I don't have the HUD on now. That's technically a disadvantage. But, generally, without the HUD, I seem to do okay. I think I do better. That's my opinion. Anyway, let me know what you think. Is it essential to play with a HUD? Do you play better with a HUD? Do you play better without the HUD? Be interesting to hear what you have to say. We got two pairs here and continue betting. I mean, obviously the ace jack's got there, but we're going to continue betting anyway. We've got a good hand. And take that down. Here's Johnny. Is it Johnny? Stanley Kubrick. Stephen King. You see, I fold King 8 there, and that I don't think I should be folding that. I think I should be continuing because there's a wide range there. I mean, I know I need to work on the blind versus blind, but I think there's at least one call there. I'll make a note of that. I didn't play this hand very well. I think it would have helped me to bet on the flop. To at least thin that down a bit. Well, we may not necessarily have won the hand, but I just feel that a flop bet would have been the better option, the more profitable one, longer term. I think that's what I'm learning is, I think, you know, I think I'm still thinking a little bit much about the hand in, a little bit too much about the hand in front of me. It's important to do that. So, you know, kind of in this hand, what should I be doing here? And I'm not paying enough attention to what is the long-term profitable play here. So, and I think that's just, you know, I'm just developing that. That's what I'm working on right now is that combined with, like, you know, betting frequencies, see betting frequencies, check frequencies, minimum defense frequencies, and so on and so forth. And I'm just developing this kind of thought for the long-term profitable play rather than, you know, what do I have here? What does my opponent have here? Blah, blah, which is obviously important. But, oops. I need to continue working on it. I'm gonna what's what I call there with a flush draw? Probably not. Probably a fold is okay. Not the strongest of flush draws, is it? I think that's the first, you know, we've been playing for about an hour in game. I mean, it's half an hour on a video. I think this is the first premium hand we've had in 200. So there's, you know, it's the first time we've had king. Let's say the premium is ace, king, queen. So for now, probably around about 300 hands and we've had one premium, I think. Where theoretically we should have had about 3, I think. Variants. So here we our stack went up, we went down a bit, we lost some chips, and I missed a bit where we lost some chips. And now we've come back again. I can't remember. I can't remember which hand where we lost some chips, but or if it's in here. Let's see. Anyway, so up, down, up with our stack. I mean, I think bluffing was an option there after the turn check, but you know, again, it could have been trapping, so you didn't really have that much to hang on to with the Queen 10. Maybe if that was blind versus blind, there's an option there, but I think difficult to bluff into that one. And what was he in the hijack, I think. I call with the 9-8 because he's got lots of chips there with the 430 with the big stack. I think that was a call with the Jack 8. Not sure, quite sure why I folded that one. It's interesting, you know, going over this for me after the game. And I'm able to make some notes here and think, you know, this is there's some things to work on. Lots of things to work on. I need to work on my editing skills. I'm not quite sure why some of their hands are in there, but they are. Okay, we've got Queen Queen in the small blind here. So I'm obviously going to continue here, half pot. I'd imagine that we're going to take that up. Oh, half pot, I would have thought it'd be a bit bigger. We get top pair. Top two, put a flush there, keep going. Oh, terrible. We should have just kept going. Or did he have King 10? Okay, well, I can't really remember what the outcome of this game is, but it seemed that we're not losing stacks and stacks. So I don't think we're really playing that well. We're holding it together. Whereas before you saw the graph at the beginning, it was a disaster. So I know this is only what we're now probably an hour and a half into this game, and we've not lost five stacks. That for me is great. I am happy. I'm not at my happiest, but I'm happier than what I was last week with the results. The performance is still not good, but so far at this point in time, it seems to be going going better, although still bad. Yeah, game with 8-8. I think I should have bet I should have bet the flop there. I'm losing. I think I'm losing chips. I think I've made more profit betting the flop in their hand. Longer term. So this one I think is disaster hand. So we've got 600 odd chips there in front of us. I think I have a little bit of experience with this player of like just sort of bet. Really, what are we going for here? We have. We could already be beaten. I'm recalling here, and we end up. I don't know what we do at the end here. Yeah, I don't think there was any reason to call that turn bet. I think we should have just departed at that point. Mistake. So there's plenty of mistakes here. I mean, I don't know, we're probably about break even now, thereabouts, a little bit down maybe, but you can see the mistakes that we're making. We're sort of. I think this is another disaster. Queen, we re-raise. Great. Cool. Cool. And this is a real tricky one. Queen in the small blind. I'll make a note of this. We bet. We get called. And we bet again. And I think just a mistake. I mean, and then I fold. This is just a mess. I mean, there's only 10 chips there, isn't there? I mean, might as well at least call it. Even if you just a disaster. Just a real bad hand. So, I'm losing 50 chips there with a really badly played hand. Yeah. Everything about that hand was a mess. The re-raise pre-flop was okay. So I've been there spots I need to work on. I get like into a panic. What do I do? I've got 2 pairs. I've got an overpair. There could be trips out here. There could be ace jack. There could be king jack. There could be, I could be beat. Yeah. So you can see the mistakes I'm making, and you can see what I need to work on if I'm going to be profitable again. Yeah, I think I think I'm over folding in the blinds. Ace 9 suited, ace 9 off. Should be a call there. I think this is another disaster hand. Top pair. Cool. Now we have the good shot second pair. I just don't know what to do here. I think I fold. Again, I need to have a look at that one closely under the solver. This one, you know, a lot of my chips now gone from twice I've been to over 200 chips. Now, right down again. And again, I've messed up here. Should just be calling this, I think. Anyway, I know the king's there, but you know, I think I should have just shoved the 2 pairs. I've messed up that hand as well. Now look at my chips, 104. You know, disaster. So I just think there's a lot of hands that I am messing up big time. And this is why I've been struggling over the last few weeks, particularly in Zoom. I've just so many things to work on to fix my graph. Okay, so that was the end of that session, I think. Not good, but not entirely bad either. In the terms, in the sense that you know, we're not losing stack after stack after stack, which we were. So hopefully you enjoyed that, and oops, I'll see you again soon.